What is going on, everybody, and welcome to the show. I'm your host, Big T, right here with all of you guys right here, right now, today. And this is your WWE Monday Night Raw review and results show for today, Monday, June 12th, 2023. Seth freaking Rollins accepts Finn Balor's challenge for a World Heavyweight Championship match at WWE Money in the Bank. So, that's what we got, guys. We'll talk about this and so much more right here on Beyond the Ring with Big T for your WWE Monday Night Raw review and results show for today, Monday, June 12th, 2023. Kick back, relax. We're going to hit the music, hit the introductions, and we're going to get this party started coming up next. So, stay right here, and I'll be right back.
This is M-Dog20, Matt Cross. We're in Cleveland, Ohio, and you are checking out Beyond the Ring with my man, Big T. Thank you, man. Big T.
Hello, this is EC3 of TNA Wrestling, and you are so very fortunate because you are watching Beyond the Ring with Big T.
This is the bad boy Joey Janela, and you're watching Beyond the Ring with Big T.
How's everybody doing out there tonight? How you guys doing? Good to see you here. We're here for another WWE Monday Night Raw review and results show here. Welcome to the WWE Monday Night Raw review and results show for Monday, June 12th, 2023. I'm your host, Big T, right here with all of you guys today. And we're going to get into it here. But first off, don't forget, if you guys want to help out the channel, don't forget to use that hashtag Justice for Pretty for pet rights, because pets are family. Me, Mama T, Little Pretty, we all appreciate it very much. And Pretty, we love you very much forever and ever, my bright little shining star. And we love you forever and ever. Alright, folks, and then don't forget to donate to the show on PayPal by clicking on this link in the description of this video. Thank you guys very much. That link that you see Becky Lynch pointing up at right there, that's the link you want. That link is pinned to the top of the YouTube live comments, Facebook live chat, all that stuff. So make sure that you guys get in on that. And any amount that you can donate to the show, big or small, would be very much appreciated. So donate right now. Thank you guys, and let's see here, there we go. Don't forget to check out my website, www.beyondtheringwithbigt.com. You can call into the show live on Skype using BigT_119. You can follow me on Twitter at BeyondTheRingBT, like me and follow me on Facebook at Beyond the Ring with Big T, and follow me on Instagram at Beyond the Ring with Big T. Everything you need is all right here. Alright, folks, so now, let me open up the results page to Monday Night Raw, and we will get this rocking and rolling the way that we need to. We'll be ready to go, so I hope you guys are looking forward to it. Because I know I sure am. Alright, guys. I cannot believe that we're almost at Money in the Bank. We're like a few weeks away. Cody Rhodes is officially not going to be in Money in the Bank, believe it or not. Cody Rhodes will not be involved because he's going to be wrestling in a singles match at Money in the Bank against Dominic Mysterio, of all people. It's like, why Dominic Mysterio? I don't know what's going on here, guys. I'm so confused. But, you know, the show wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. Like, if any of that makes sense. You know what I mean? Wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. Because they did storyline progression for some of the storylines, so some things worked out okay, but man, there's just, you know, some of these stories, they're just horrible. Like the whole Becky Lynch and Zoe Stark thing tonight, bad stuff. Didn't like it at all. You know, just some of the matches. Becky Lynch and Chelsea Green. The only part of that match that I liked is that Chelsea Green actually got her ass handed to her, which she deserved, by the way. Other than that, I mean, there was no point in that match at all. So I don't know, let me know what you guys think about it as I'm opening up the results page here. I got my favorite water. My favorite water that you guys all know and love. Think you guys know what that is, right? The good old Fiji water. Fiji fact on the back right there. Natural electrolytes. One thing that's pretty cool about this one, when you see the fact, look at all the E's they put in the bottle. They're trying to tell you our electrolytes are in here. Alright, but anyway. Natural electrolytes. There's the electrolyte enhanced water, and there's the smarter choice, Fiji water. Not only does Fiji have significantly more electrolytes than other brands, ours are naturally occurring. How? As tropical rain slowly filters through volcanic rock, it gathers the electrolytes and minerals that give Fiji water its signature soft, smooth mouthfeel. How smart is that? Because it's Earth's finest water. Ah, gotta love it. So I'm gonna crack this open right now. It's a nice, ice cold one, too. Crack this one open and get that lid on there. Cheers to you. Alright, folks. Now that's such good shit, pal. Okay. Now let's open up that results page and see what we got. Yeah, you know, I just wish, God, how do I wish that WWE would just start putting out a better, you know, just a better product. I mean, Lord knows we need a better product. We really do. Alright, now let me see. I don't know what's been going on, I'm telling you. Gonna have to either call my internet provider, or I might have to get myself a new router, because man, my internet has been moving slow. Slow. So if you notice any changes in quality or anything, you know, oh my god. There's a huge problem with the speed coming in here. I actually had to run a speed test. I ran a speed test. Get this, guys. I just figured out my internet problem. And we'll get to the bottom of this. I'm getting, I believe it's, I think it's 300 download and like 20 upload or something. And I'm only getting 48 download and 4 upload. But we barely got any speed. We got like nothing coming in here. So I'm sure it's the router. It's gotta be the router. Because there's like no speed, nothing. I'm gonna call my internet provider tomorrow and find out what they think the issue is. But I'm thinking this is a router issue. This is bad. So yeah, just to let you guys know, you might have some technical issues with me for a while. Because, yeah, this is not good at all. This is very bad speed. Now I know the issue. I didn't think of doing this before, but it hit my mind. Yeah, why don't we speed test it? And yeah, I mean, this is really, really bad. No wonder I can't watch WWE Network and stuff off my Wi-Fi. When you're pulling in 48 download and 4 upload, holy shit. We're supposed to be getting 300 download and 20 upload. We're not even getting 2, 3, 4. We're getting 6 times less speed. Usually when this happens, though, it's a router problem. I'm going to say this is the router, because usually the router does this. I'm not going to reset the router or anything tonight. I'm just going to call the internet provider tomorrow, because they'll probably say, try resetting your router. Unplug it from the wall. Do this, do that, then run another speed test. And then I'll have to do that. And then when that doesn't work, then I'll have to tell them what's the problem. And then they'll give me suggestions. But I might be having to buy a new router here because, yeah, this is bad. No wonder I can't pull anything off my phone either. God, my speed sucks. My speed fucking sucks. Ever since my electric went out, I had a fucking blackout here, guys. I forgot what day it was. But I had a blackout here for like 2 hours, and ever since the power came back on, my internet has never been the same since. No wonder my TV's not operating right, because I do streaming off the internet for TV. That's why nothing's working right, because we barely got any fucking speed. We got nothing. I just did the speed test. So yeah, now I know. What's up, Hunter? How you doing? Yeah, that damn Canadian wildfire is causing internet issues. I mean, something's causing internet issues. In this case, I think it's going to be my router. Because my router's 6 years old, and I know routers usually can't go more than 5 years. It's a Netgear Nighthawk, but still, 6 years old. It's probably going to be the router. I'm going to bet money on that one that it's the router. I hope my gut feeling's wrong, but 90% of the time, I'm like Mama T on this. 90% of the time, my gut feeling is right. So I think with this one, my gut feeling's probably going to be correct. But yeah, now I know the issue. Alright, guys. So, let's try to get through this the best we can. No wonder my video games have been acting up too. Whenever I try to get online and game, and whenever I, it was always telling me I'm disconnected from the server. Every time I come on here and try to stream to you guys, I mean, everything has been just an issue. And now I know. So WWE Monday Night Raw review results for Monday, June 12, 2023, Imperium versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. We got Cody Rhodes versus The Miz. Yeah, tell me about that. That's a terrible match. So WWE Monday Night Raw for Monday, June 12th, 2023 is coming to us live from the Intrust Bank Arena in Wichita, Kansas. Cody Rhodes was welcomed by The Miz on Miz TV last week, but was met with quite the surprise as The Miz revealed that he had also invited Dominic Mysterio and WWE SmackDown Women's Champion Rhea Ripley as special guest. Cody Rhodes and Dominic Mysterio almost found themselves in a physical altercation following a heated exchange of words, but Dominic Mysterio backed down and Cody Rhodes blindsided The Miz out of frustration. Tonight, Cody Rhodes looks to settle his issues with The Miz for setting up the ordeal as the two square off. Undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens will be going head-to-head with Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser. Tensions between the two parties have been building over the past few weeks, boiling over last week after Giovanni Vinci helped Gunther pick up a victory over Kevin Owens in one-on-one action. With the Money in the Bank premium live event quickly approaching on July 1st in London, England, another entrant will join the field in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match as Damian Priest collides with Matt Riddle. Thus far, LA Knight, Butch, Santos Escobar, Ricochet, and Shinsuke Nakamura have qualified for the men's Money in the Bank ladder match and are headed to the O2 Arena in London, England. So that is everything that we do know here. That is everything. So now we have to wait and see what we're actually going to get on the show, which is what we're going to get into right now. So I hope you guys are ready for some of that stuff to find out. Like I said, the show was okay tonight, but, just to be honest with you, it really wasn't the best. It wasn't bad either. It was just a show that existed, I guess, is the best way to put it. It just existed. If that makes sense. Because it makes sense to me. A show that was okay, a show that just existed, and that was that. But anyway, Monday Night Raw. Now I'm going to sound like Vince McMahon. Welcome everyone to Monday Night Raw. I'm Vince McMahon, damn it. You gotta love Vince McMahon. Actually, you don't have to, but... Alright, so... First thing on the show... Let's see. Nothing really too super special, to be honest. It was what it was, which we'll get into. Alright. There we go. Trying to do a couple things at once here, and this ain't working right. Alright, bear with me for a second. Alright, let's see. Okay, there we go. We are live. Corey Graves and Kevin Patrick greet audiences at home as Rhea Ripley makes her way down to the ring. So Rhea Ripley, I mean, obviously, we know that she was going to be getting another championship because Asuka did. So you know that they were going to do it with Rhea Ripley. Sure enough, they did tonight. So the women's championship is officially changed. It's officially changed now. It's no longer the Raw Women's Championship that Rhea Ripley had. It's now the Women's World Championship. So that's one thing that changed tonight on WWE television. Am I surprised about it? No, not surprised at all. Because they did it with Asuka. When they did it with Asuka, I was thinking they're going to do it with Rhea Ripley. I mean, there's no doubt. But before we get into Rhea Ripley, caller, you are on the air. Hey, what's going on?
Hey, hey, hey.
Who's this?
Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey. Guess what Geek Generation says, motherfucker? They say, suck it!
Suck it! D-Generation X fan in the house. Yeah. Well, that was funny. Alright. Yeah, something about that always makes me laugh. Oh. Alright, guys. So now let's talk about Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley, guys. Let's talk about her new women's championship that she got. Let's talk about Rhea Ripley's brand new women's championship. Alright, there we go. Adam Pearce presents Rhea Ripley with the Women's World Championship. Let's see what we got here. Caller, you are on the air.
You're a big genius, mi Carlitos.
Carlitos, hey, what's going on, man?
Dude, I don't know what is up with that other caller, but man, I think he's got something for you. Let's say he's always trying to get you to suck it or something.
Yeah, I think he's just a big fan of D-Generation X.
He's a really big fan of that, I guess.
Yeah.
Sheesh. Give me a sheesh, big T.
Sheesh.
All right, Big T, go on with your show. I'm watching that say.
Hey, good to have you in here, Carlitos.
All right, brother.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
All right, bye.
Bye. All right, folks. Well, always good to hear from Carlitos. Adam Pearce. He says it is his pleasure to introduce Rhea Ripley as the brand new Women's World Champion and unveils the new title. Now, what does the title look like? As you can imagine, it's the exact same title that Seth Rollins carries around, except a smaller version of the championship, obviously for women. And instead of a black strap, it has a white strap. Which, actually, the title's very nice. Very nice. So, gotta say, I like it. And then Adam Pearce hands it over to Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley's holding up her championship, smiling, looking at it, just soaking that moment in, But Dominic Mysterio then comes running down the ramp and places it around Rhea Ripley's waist. Rhea then grabs a microphone and asks Dominic to tell everyone how amazing she is. Right away, Dominic takes the microphone, and as soon as the microphone is in his hand, the whole fucking crowd just boos. the loudest boos for Dominic. So Dominic tries to speak, the crowd boos him to drown out his voice. Dominic, as he says, their response is disrespectful. And Dominic says, behind every great woman is a great man. Dominic actually has it reversed. I thought it was behind every great man there's a great woman. And Dominic says behind every great woman is a great man. I think the saying's actually reversed. Don't quote me on it, but I believe the way the saying goes is behind every great man there is a great woman. But I don't know. Somebody in the comments correct me if I'm wrong. Dominic then says, and he is glad to be that for Rhea Ripley. Wait a minute. So is that Dominic's way of basically telling us that he's is that Dominic Mysterio's way of basically saying that he's Rhea Ripley's bitch or something, that he would do anything for her? Because that's what Dominic plays on TV. That's the character he plays. Like, Rhea Ripley could just beat the shit out of him at any moment's notice. That's the kind of character Dominic's got with her. You guys know what I mean. But anyway. Let's see. Rhea Ripley's waist. Okay. So, Cody Rhodes' music then hits. And I'm like, oh boy, here we go. Cody's going to want to get a piece of Dominic after last week. Cody's not letting this go. Cody makes his way down to the ring. He's got his ring gear on. Cody gets on the microphone and he's like, Wichita, Kansas. What do you want to talk about? Cody then says they can talk about Rhea Ripley and her new title. And Cody voices his respect for Rhea before throwing it to a video of their confrontation from last week. Cody says it would be nice if Brock Lesnar came out and accepted his challenge. But Cody thinks Brock Lesnar doesn't have the guts. So Cody then right away flips the script and challenges Dominic Mysterio to a match at Money in the Bank. Dominic then tries to play the tough guy and he says, Cody, I'm not afraid of anyone in the world. I will embarrass you in the middle of the ring like I would do to anyone else. And Dominic talks about how he's such a man because he's done hard times, something Cody will never do, and just the whole thing, and Dominic running down that whole list of, I did hard time. You know what hard time can do to a man? And that kind of thing, when we know Dominic was never in prison. And even per storyline, he was only in prison for about 15 minutes. And Dominic makes it sound like he was in prison for years. But anyway. Carlitos. What's up, man? Carlitos says, Mama T misses me. Carlitos. Let's see. Carlitos also says, that one caller, as we say in Tijuana, kinda gay. Dom is gay too. Yeah, trust me, Dom, I don't like Dom at all, man. I don't. I do not like Dom at all. Yeah, but Mama T, we miss Mama T on here too. Mama T, she's been kind of going through some stuff and doing her own thing, and I can't remember the last time we even saw her on here. I took like that break, at the end of May into early June, like a couple week break, and then, Mama T, hasn't really been on. She's been going through stuff. I've been going through stuff, and, I got back here, like a week and a half ago, going full go again, and, Yeah, just been trying to get through everything, but yeah, we're managing. We're managing and getting it done, man, getting it done. Thank you, Carlitos. Yes. Yes, Mama T definitely is the greatest. She is. She's the world's greatest mom. She is. Hopefully she'll get back on the show here sometime soon, because I miss having her on here as well. You know, it's always nice to have her on and have her be a part of the show. And yeah, with her not being on, it's different. It's different. I miss it. I really do. Alright. Let's see. Dom. Let's see. We were talking about Dominic. That's right. Papa T is base too. Yeah, Papa T, he's never been on the show before. Well, of course, Carlitos, you've kind of talked to him, yes. He's never been on the show before. Mama T has been, but hasn't been on in a while. I took time off, which is something, I only do when I go to WrestleMania, which I haven't gone in the past 4 years. So that's why I've been going full go without taking any kind of break. But, let's see. Yeah, he doesn't think Brock has the guts, so Cody challenges Dominic to a match at Money in the Bank. Dominic says he's not afraid of anyone in the world. Dominic says he'll embarrass Cody in the middle of the ring, like he would do to anyone else. Cody says it's a yes or no answer. Rhea Ripley says Dominic is more of a man than Cody Rhodes ever has been. Anyone in the arena, and anyone at home. She accepts Cody's challenge on Dominic's behalf. So right after this, The Miz, out of all people, let's see, Possum outside? Alright, man. Carlitos says he'll be right back. Carlitos has a possum outside. I remember when I used to have possums in my backyard at my old house. We had a possum, we had deers, I think there was a skunk around there, raccoon. I mean, we had all kinds of wildlife at the old house. All kinds of stuff, guys. It was crazy. It was fun times, though. Really, really fun times. I'm trying to figure out here. I gotta get this internet speed thing taken care of because, man, I can't even transfer stuff off my phone. This sucks. It moves so slow. Hopefully they can help me tomorrow. Hopefully they do a simple reset from where they're at, and we'll be good to go. Let's see. Bearska accepts on Dominic's behalf. The Miz, out of all people, appears out of nowhere, and he tries blindsiding Cody Rhodes. Cody bests The Miz and clotheslines him out of the ring before Dominic takes a cheap shot at Cody from behind. And then this leads us to a match with Cody Rhodes versus The Miz. Honestly, these two guys really can't work together well. And it's not Cody's fault, it's Miz's fault. Miz is boring. Miz always has been boring. Miz had a great match with Seth Rollins, but it's like every time Miz has a match with Cody Rhodes, it never works. Bell rings and Cody sends Miz crashing into the mat. Miz sets up for the skull-crushing finale, but Cody escapes and lands an arm drag. He then sends The Miz out of the ring with an enziguri and then follows that up with a tope to Suicida as he tosses Miz back in the ring and stomps on his ankle. But Miz sends Cody crashing into the steel ring steps in the announce desk as he gets him back inside and delivers a pair of right hands to his head. Cody fires back with a couple of his own, but The Miz delivers a stomp to Cody's midsection. Cody plants The Miz and then charges at him in the corner. Miz ducks out of the way, and Cody crashes into the ring post. Miz then tosses him into the ring, steps one more time. We go to commercial and we come back from the commercial break. Miz delivers a splash to Cody in the corner as he ascends to the top, but Cody meets him up there as the Miz looks for a double stomp but misses. Cody then plants him with a side effect before following it up with a clothesline and a power slam as Cody lands the disaster kick and goes for a pin, but the Miz kicks out. Miz sets up for a figure 4 leg lock, but Cody prevents him from doing so. And then Cody looks for the Cody cutter, but the Miz evades the maneuver and lands the it kicks as the Miz follows it up with a DDT, but Cody manages to hit the Cody cutter and the crossroads for the 1, 2, 3 and the pin and the win. Your winner is Cody Rhodes. Like I said, match with the Miz, not important, very boring, nothing good about the match. Cody and Miz, they just don't dance well together, and a lot of it has to do with the Miz. The Miz has the most boring offense in professional wrestling. There's just nothing good about it, so it's my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. That's how I'm feeling about all this. But anyway, let's see what we got here as we continue to go forward. And what do we got? Becky Lynch makes her way out to the ring, to ringside. So now we hear from Becky Lynch. Becky says the man has come around to Wichita and is headed to Money in the Bank. Becky says she has done a lot in her career, but one thing she has yet to do is become the Money in the Bank briefcase holder. Becky says everyone has become conditioned to think that the number one woman is the champion, but the person that is number one is the one with all the power. Becky says no one holds more power than the Money in the Bank briefcase holder, because they have the power to make the champion scared, whoever they are, and throw them off their game. Becky says when people get scared, they do dangerous things, and she likes that because it makes her better. Becky says no one is more scared than Trish Stratus, and she got herself an insurance policy, Trish Stratus did, and Zoe Stark. So of course, Zoe Stark's name is mentioned, her music hits, Zoe Stark comes out. Zoe Stark says she's had enough, and the one thing Becky can never do is beat Trish Stratus. Becky says she's learned from all of her failures that make her great, and Becky says she has a lot to learn about Zoe Stark, but Becky knows that Zoe is special in the ring. As Becky says Zoe Stark lacks a personality, Zoe becomes angered and asks Becky Lynch if she owns a mirror, and says she became relevant because Nia Jax broke her face. Well, she said someone broke your face, but we know it was Nia Jax that did it. So, Zoe says that Becky is trying to hold on to her fame desperately, and subsequently Trish Stratus' fame. Zoe Stark then challenges Becky Lynch to a match at Money in the Bank, and Becky says they don't have to wait until July 1st. But the whole thing is, Zoe Stark and Becky Lynch are already in the women's Money in the Bank ladder match, so why? That match can't go down at Money in the Bank. They'd be pulling double duty. It makes no sense. Anyway, Chelsea Green's music hits. Chelsea Green. My God. You guys know how I feel about Chelsea Green. Holy shit. But anyway, Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville appear. Chelsea Green is taunting Zoe Stark. Zoe Stark gets in Chelsea's face, but backs down. Chelsea says that Becky attacked. Sonya says she didn't win because she cares about Chelsea. Becky cuts them off and tells Chelsea Green to get in the ring for their match. So now we got Becky Lynch one-on-one with Chelsea Green with Sonya Deville in Chelsea Green's corner. Who asked to see this crap? Really? And you guys, you know, for me to be down on a Becky Lynch segment, this has got to be some pretty bad shit for me to be down on a Becky Lynch segment. Because you guys know how much, how much I love Becky Lynch and how much I love her segments. But, for me to just be totally down on a Becky Lynch segment, there's definitely a problem. And you guys know what that problem is. Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green doesn't even deserve she's not worthy enough to carry Becky Lynch's bags to her car, let alone wrestle Becky Lynch inside the ring. Fact's a fact. Chelsea Green is unfit to carry Becky Lynch's bags, let alone wrestle her inside the ring. I'm just telling you like it is, because that's straight fact. I don't speak with anything else but straight fact. The one thing that Vince McMahon could do, and I pray that he does every single day, is fire Chelsea Green. That would be, just a huge favor for Vince McMahon to fire Chelsea Green, get her out of the company, so we'd never have to see her again. I mean, really, that'd be like a dream come true. It really would be. Okay. Alright, so the bell rings. Becky wastes no time. She delivers the leg lariat, sends Chelsea crashing to the outside as Zoe Stark watches on from the ramp. We go to commercial, come back from the commercial break. Becky and Chelsea exchange right hands. Becky looks to deliver a kick to Chelsea's midsection, but Chelsea ducks it and sends Becky crashing into the mat. As Chelsea sends Becky face first in the middle of the turnbuckle, but Becky responds with an uppercut and ascends to the top. Chelsea beats Becky up there, but Becky pushes Chelsea off and lands a missile dropkick. Chelsea rolls to the outside, but Becky follows her out there and delivers an elbow to her head as she sends her repeatedly crashing into the barricade and then tosses her back in the ring and looks for the manhandle slam. Chelsea moves out of the way and looks to roll Becky up, but Becky rolls through and locks in to disarm her for the 1-2-3 and the pin of the win. Your winner is Becky Lynch. Sorry, but this match sucked. And this match sucked as bad as it did because Chelsea Green was a part of it. I'm just calling it like I see it. Yeah. It actually is what it is. I mean, holy shit, guys. I'm not a Chelsea Green fan. Actually, nobody should ever be a Chelsea Green fan. If you are, God help you, because you shouldn't be one. Alright. Let's see. So Becky wins. We head backstage and we see the Judgment Day walking around, talking amongst themselves. Rhea Ripley asks a silent Finn Balor if he's fine. And Balor says he has a lot on his mind. Damian Priest then asks Rhea Ripley, Finn Balor, and Dominic Mysterio to let him face Matt Riddle alone before walking off. So Damian Priest just wants to kind of stay to himself. Okay. So Matt Riddle heads down to the ring and Damian Priest follows. Damian Priest goes one-on-one with Matt Riddle in a Money in the Bank qualifier match. The bell rings and Damian Priest delivers a right hand to Riddle's spine. Riddle fires off right hands and then lands a running knee and a flying forearm as he sends Priest crashing to the outside and looks for a knee off the apron. But Priest trips him and charges at him. Riddle sends Priest crashing into the announce desk face first, and then tosses him back into the ring and delivers a splash in the corner. Priest plants Riddle with a flatliner and then follows it up with a knee to his midsection and a backbreaker. He locks in a shoulder submission, but Riddle escapes and rolls up Priest. Priest kicks out, and Riddle catches him with a suplex. The action spills to the outside. Riddle lands a knee off the apron, and he goes flying, and then gets Priest back in the ring as he executes a German suplex and looks for a kick on Priest's head. But Priest ducks out of the way. Riddle responds with a kick to his head, but Priest lands the Falcon Arrow, and then we go to commercial, and we come back from the commercial break. Riddle cinches in an ankle lock. Priest escapes by delivering a series of kicks to Riddle's head, but Riddle locks in a sleeper. Priest escapes, but Riddle locks in a sleeper once again. Priest escapes and lands a clothesline, and then delivers a jumping elbow in the corner. He follows that up with a headlock driver, and sets up for the South from Heaven chokeslam. But Riddle escapes and ascends to the top. Priest blindsides him and looks for the Razor's Edge off the middle rope. But Riddle escapes and lands a superplex. Riddle climbs back up and looks for the floating bro, but Priest rolls out of the way and executes the Razor's Edge on Matt Riddle for the 1-2-3 and the pin in the win. Your winner is Damian Priest. After the match, the WWE Intercontinental Champion Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser saunter down to the ring. Priest exits the ring and stares down Gunther. Before heading to the back, Priest said something to Gunther, I think you could go pick his bones or whatever, meaning like you could beat the crap out of him. There you go, I started it off for you. But anyway, this leaves Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser alone with Matt Riddle. Ludwig Kaiser and Gunther begin beating down Matt Riddle in the center of the ring. Ludwig Kaiser holds Riddle in place and lands a chop. So Riddle just got pretty much, taken apart, and that was that. So obviously, we're going to get Gunther and Matt Riddle for the Intercontinental Championship coming soon. We have to. It just seems like that's the next step we're going in. So we'll see. We go to commercial, we come back from the commercial break, we head backstage to Natalya and Byron Saxton. Byron Saxton says that there has seemed to be a change in Natalya since losing her SmackDown Women's Championship match to Rhea Ripley at Night of Champions. Natalya says maybe being her has gotten her nowhere, and maybe she doesn't know how to be herself anymore. That was that. So who knows what's going to happen with Natalya and what they're going to do with her. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn then pass by, and Byron Saxton asks Kevin Owens about his loss to Gunther last week. Kevin Owens says he hopes to get payback tonight, but Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser appear. Ludwig Kaiser is egging on Kevin Owens, but Sami Zayn keeps Kevin Owens calm and says it took 3 men to gain a victory over him. So he asks where Giovanni Vinci is before Adam Pearce walks in and asks what the problem is. Sami Zayn says there is no problem and says himself and Kevin Owens are confident they will win. Ludwig Kaiser says if they're so confident, then why not put the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships on the line? And a fired up Kevin Owens accepts the terms. Gunther encourages Adam Pearce to make the match official, and Adam Pearce says that he will think it over. And that was that. Corey Graves and Kevin Patrick then throw it to a video showcasing what happened between Jey Uso and the rest of the Bloodline last week on SmackDown. Back at ringside, Ricochet heads down to the ring and Bronson Reed follows, so we got Ricochet versus Bronson Reed in a one-on-one match. The bell rings and Ricochet delivers a drop kick. He rains down right hands in the corner and delivers a few kicks to Reed's thigh. Reed chucks Ricochet into the corner and then lands a vicious right hand. Shinsuke Nakamura then saunters down to ringside to watch on as Bronson Reed drapes Ricochet across the top rope and sends him flying across the ring as he follows that up with a big splash. So, you got that to look forward to too, with big splashes. But anyway, we go to commercial, come back from the commercial break. Bronson Reed has Ricochet up on his shoulders. Ricochet escapes and delivers a springboard elbow off the ropes, and then lands a boot on Reed's face and follows it up with an enziguri as he delivers a dropkick from the apron that sends Reed crashing to the outside, and then delivers a tope suicida that sends Reed crashing into the announce desk. Reed then gets back in the ring, and Ricochet delivers a springboard crossbody as he follows it up with a springboard Asai moonsault before the action spills back out of the ring, and Reed tosses Ricochet on top of Nakamura as he ascends to the top and looks for the tsunami. But Nakamura hits him with an enziguri, causing the disqualification, so... It says because of that here. I thought it was a double disqualification, so no contest, but on this result sheet it says your winner's Bronson Reed via disqualification. So I guess Bronson Reed wins via disqualification. After the match, Shinsuke Nakamura continues to beat down on Bronson Reed. Ricochet gets in his face, but Reed attacks both men and drags Nakamura into the corner as he sets up for the tsunami, but Ricochet prevents him from hitting it. Nakamura joins Reed on the turnbuckle and then calls for Ricochet's help. Ricochet obliges, and Ricochet and Nakamura deliver a double superplex to Bronson Reed. So, we'll see what's going to continue to happen. And what's going to continue to happen with Ricochet here, and exactly how they're going to go about this storyline, but that's where we're at. Alright. We head backstage to Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Sami Zayn addresses Kevin Owens' recent aggressive attitude, and Kevin Owens says he's been under a lot of pressure over the last several months that has been building. Sami Zayn says he just wants to make sure Kevin Owens is good, and Kevin Owens says he's great. Sami says that's all that matters and tells KO to hydrate, and there you go. So, we then go to commercial, and we come back from the commercial break, and we head backstage. We see Adam Pearce on the phone. Adam Pearce makes the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship match between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, defending against Imperium official, before Ricochet approaches Adam Pearce and demands a rematch against Bronson Reed next week. Adam Pearce says he already has a match for next week, and Ricochet asks against who. Shinsuke Nakamura walks in and reveals himself to be the man facing Bronson Reed. Ricochet asks him why he did what he did. Ricochet tells Nakamura if he does something like that again, they have an issue. And Nakamura then tells Ricochet he can have Reed once he's done with him. So, Nakamura wants Bronson Reed first. That's what it's looking like here. So we'll see where this goes. So, as you see, all this has been mediocre to a couple things that were just not good at all, obviously. You guys know how I feel about Chelsea Green and all that shit. So, there's no need to really get into that because I'm sure you guys know full well where I'm coming from when it comes to that whole deal. But anyway, Let's see. Okay. Back at ringside, Finn Balor heads down to the ring. Finn Balor calls out Seth Rollins. When Finn Balor called out Seth Rollins, I was like, okay, this will be interesting. So back at ringside, Finn Balor heads down to the ring. Finn Balor calls out Seth Rollins. Balor says he knows Seth freaking Rollins is in the arena and says they need to talk. Finn Balor demands that Seth Rollins come down to the ring for a talk right now. So Seth Rollins music hits. Seth makes his way down to the ring. Balor says he's waited 7 years to tell Seth Rollins something. Balor says he was the first draft pick on Raw. He beat Roman Reigns and beat Seth Rollins 3 weeks after that to become the inaugural WWE Universal Champion. Balor says what should have been the highest of highs became the lowest of lows because Seth tore Balor's bicep, pectora, and labrum. Balor says, he's not complaining about the injury because it's the nature of the business, but because he took everything from his ring. Balor says Seth took his momentum, his title, and a year off his career. Balor says it is time to do the same thing to Seth. Balor then challenges Seth to a match for the WWE World Heavyweight title at Money in the Bank. Keep in mind, when all this is going on, the whole crowd is singing Seth Rollins' song like crazy. All of them are going, oh, oh, oh. Everybody's just going nuts. It was to the point where Seth Rollins busted up in laughter. I mean, he laughed his ass off. I thought it was funny too. I laughed. I was like, my God, this shit's hilarious. The crowd just completely hijacked this segment by singing Seth Rollins' song. It was funny shit, guys. Really funny shit. I thought it was funny. I did. I don't know if you guys did, but I know I laughed out loud. So now, the challenge is laid down. Seth gets on the microphone and says, this is the Finn Balor he's been waiting to see for the past 7 years. And says their SummerSlam match in 2016 sent them on completely different career paths because one of them got bitter while the other one got better. Seth says, well, he's done some bad things over the last 7 years. He's made memories in history by adapting and rolling with the punches. Seth says he's the greatest version of himself now, and says the proof is in the World Heavyweight Championship. Seth says if Balor wants a title shot at the upcoming Money in the Bank Premium Live event, then he's got it. And Seth asks which version of Balor is coming to London. Seth says Balor, as himself as he stands right now, has no chance, but the Finn Balor that beat him to become the inaugural WWE Universal Champion indeed has a shot. So Seth asks which version of himself Balor's going to bring before heading to the back. And Seth Rollins got in Finn Balor's head with that. I think this was the best part of the show. I just loved the promo, the back and forth with these two guys. I mean, they did a great job. This was a fantastic part of the show. As far as matches, Damian Priest and Matt Riddle was a great qualifying match. Everything else beyond that to the point on this show has not been good at all. It just hasn't, I'm calling it like I see it. Anyway, Raquel Rodriguez then heads down to the ring. Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey follow. Raquel Rodriguez versus Shayna Baszler with Ronda Rousey in her corner. Bell rings, both women lock up. Rodriguez executes a pair of fallaway slams and sets him for the corkscrew elbow, but Baszler rolls out of the ring. Rodriguez gets her back inside. Baszler lands a few kicks as she goes to work, targeting Rodriguez's ankle and stomps on it. Rodriguez lands a clothesline and a twisting senton, and then sets up for the Tahana Bomb. Ronda gets in her face, allowing Shayna to roll her up for the win. The 1-2-3 and the pin and the win. Ronda had her feet on Shayna, to leverage the pin. The referee never saw it, so they cheated. Your winner, Shayna Baszler. Match sucked. Simple as that. The match sucked. Nothing good, nothing special happened here. It was just something that I don't think anybody would honestly really give a crap about. It was one of those women's matches that would just waste your time in any sense of the word. Just saying. Anyway. We go to commercial. We come back from the commercial break. Alpha Academy, Otis and Chad Gable and Maxine Dupree head down to the ring. The Viking Raiders and Valhalla then follow. So we got Chad Gable with Otis and Maxine Dupree in his corner going up against Eric with Ivar and Valhalla in his corner. This match, no interest. The bell rings. Eric gets in Gable's face. Gable shooshes Eric before Eric lands a shoulder tackle and delivers the knee to his midsection. Gable ascends to the top and hits a diving headbutt as Valhalla charges at Dupree. Dupree surprises Valhalla with an arm drag, and Valhalla looks to go at her, but Ivar holds her off. Then we go back inside the ring. Gable rolls Eric up out of the corner for the 1-2-3 and the pin and the win. Your winner is Chad Gable. Match didn't mean shit. We then head backstage. Finn Balor is talking with JD McDonough. Damian Priest walks in as McDonough leaves, and Balor congratulates Damian Priest on qualifying for the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Priest asks Balor if he would cash in the Money in the Bank briefcase on him should he become the World Heavyweight Champion, and Priest says that he would never do that to Balor. Yeah, because Balor asked Priest, if he would cash the Money in the Bank briefcase in on him should he become the World Heavyweight Champion. Priest says he would never do that to Balor. Priest wishes Balor good luck in his upcoming world title match against Seth freaking Rollins at Money in the Bank. And there you go. So, as you can see on this show, has there really been anything special? Not really. I'm just being straight up honest with you. It's just not, not good. Anyway, let's see here. Thought there was something. I gotta look and see. I thought there was something with Cody Rhodes, but they don't have it on here. Hold on. I know there's something here. Let's see. That's what. Oh, the best part was that Balor Seth segment was when Seth wondered if he'd get that Balor, the one in 2016, or is he going to get the Balor that's been walking around for 7 years acting like a little bitch? You know? They had a beautiful tribute video on the Iron Sheik. The crowd gave a nice big, introduction to that. So I like that. Kathy Kelly interviewed Seth Rollins and she asked if he was prepared for bitter Finn Balor. Seth was as prepared and confident as someone could be. Seth wondered if Balor was prepared for him. If Balor lost, not only would he lose his mind, but it seemed like he might lose Priest as well. Seth Rollins was feeling so good that he issued an open challenge for his world title next week on Raw. Seth Rollins did not acknowledge Braun Breaker or NXT, but there was a commercial break teasing that Seth Rollins would appear on NXT tomorrow. So, that's something that we have there. But yeah, I definitely like the Iron Sheik tribute. That was good stuff. That was really good stuff. Let's see. That's not it. Jinder Mahal said Indus was not satisfied because Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander were still standing, so the job was not done. He offered them a proper match. Whatever that means. No idea what it meant. What it could mean. Do I really care? No. Kathy Kelly interviewed Cody Rhodes. Cody said that Dominic was getting gassed up by Rhea Ripley in the Judgment Day, and that would eventually get Dom hurt. Cody spoke passionately about finishing the story and said that Brock Lesnar and Dominic were not knocking him off the path. Cody then wished Dom luck and Money in the Bank. Alright, so that's all the stuff, and then that leads us to what we have coming up in the show as the main event of the evening here for WWE Monday Night Raw. Are you guys interested to hear what that main event is? Well, back at ringside, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn head down to the ring and Imperium follows, and in your main event, we got a match for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships. We got Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens defending their undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships against Imperium of Ludwig Kaiser and the Intercontinental Champion Gunther in a tag team match. Gunther and Sami begin the action. The bell rings. Both men lock up. Gunther tosses Sami across the ring before Sami fires off some chops. Gunther then lands a boot and a right hand on Sami, but Sami clotheslines him out of the ring and goes flying over the top rope. Go to commercial, come back from the commercial break. Sami fires off some right hands on Kaiser's head. Kaiser responds with the back elbow, but Sami lands a high arm drag. Kaiser lands a right hand and then hits an enziguri. Sami blocks it and goes flying off the top with an elbow drop. KO tags in and lands a senton and then follows it up with a moonsault. Kaiser and KO, they go back and forth with right hands before KO delivers a clothesline that turns Kaiser inside out. He follows it up with a senton and tags Sami back in. Gunther makes the blind tag and delivers a boot to Sami and then hits a splash. Kaiser tags back in and delivers an open palm strike and then delivers a drop kick that sends Sami crashing to the outside. Gunther then plants Sami on the ring apron. While the referee is distracted, we go to commercial. We come back from another commercial break. Sami delivers a powerbomb to Kaiser off the top. KO and Gunther tag in. KO rains down right hands and then delivers a series of clotheslines and a senton as he follows it up with an exploder suplex and a super kick, and then hits a cannonball in the corner and then ascends to the top. He executes a swanton bomb and goes for a pin, but Gunther kicks out. KO looks for a stunner, but Gunther gets out of the way and plants KO with a big boot. Sammy and Kaiser tag in. Sammy delivers an exploder suplex and then sets up for the haluva kick. Gunther pulls Sammy out of the ring, but Sammy gets back in the ring as he sets up for the Blue Thunder Bomb, but Kaiser evades the Blue Thunder Bomb and lands an enziguri. Gunther tags in and powerbombs Sammy as Kaiser catches him with an uppercut before Gunther lands a lariat and goes for a pin, but Sammy kicks out, and Imperium lands the Imperium Bomb. KO shoves Gunther into Kaiser and Sammy to break the pinfall before KO and Gunther exchange the right hands on the outside. Gunther sends KO crashing into the ring post, but Matt Riddle shows up and Gunther becomes distracted. Officials try to prevent him from interfering, but Riddle does not listen as Gunther catches Riddle with a big boot, allowing KO to land a DDT onto Gunther on the rampway, knocking his bell silly. In the midst of the chaos, Sammy, turns Ludwig Kaiser around and lands a Blue Thunder Bomb on Ludwig Kaiser back inside the ring for the 1-2-3 and the pin and the win. Your winners and still the WWE Undisputed Tag Team Champions are indeed Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. And my friends, that's how Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens won the match, and that's how Monday Night Raw went off the air, folks. Now, that was a great match. So we had two good matches. Two good matches tonight. Let's see. What's up, Lisa? Lisa says, I seen Mama T on 6 to 7 AEW Dynamite review at 46 minutes to 47 minutes 35 seconds to like 48 minutes. Thank you, Lisa. So everybody now knows where they can find Mama T's last appearance. If anybody is interested of Mama T's last appearance. So, good stuff. Thank you for letting us know. Alright, folks. So now that we have, we reviewed the show and everything, I do have something regarding a few little bits of news regarding Raw. There's some news on BJ Whitmer. I mean, there was a few news things that broke out that I was, surprised to hear about. That I thought you guys might want to know. Lisa says, I just finished my coffee. Lisa, I'm glad you came in here, though, while drinking your coffee and enjoying it like usual. So that's pretty cool. It's good to see you. Always good to see you. Anytime we have Lisa in here, it's definitely a good time. Alright, folks. So let's take a look here now. Let's take a look and see. See on this little bit of news that I do have, so I can get into it with you. So, let's see. Where do I start? I am going to start, I guess, with Logan Paul, the World Heavyweight Title Open Challenge, and everything announced for next week's Raw. Lisa, it has been a while. It's good to see you in here, though. I'm happy to see you. It has been a while since you've been in the chat. Can't Can't remember the last time he came in, though. Although I did take, more than a week off a couple weeks back, so I know that had something, too. Logan Paul, World Heavyweight Title Open Challenge. All of it's announced for next week's WWE Monday Night Raw. For the first time since WrestleMania 39, Logan Paul will be back on WWE television. Next week. And that's not all fans can expect. This week on Raw was announced that Logan Paul would be gracing the WWE Universe with his presence for the first time since losing to Seth Rollins at the Showcase of the Immortals on April 1st. As it happens, Seth Rollins will also be in town, as he told Kathy Kelly that he will be issuing an open challenge that evening for his newly won World Heavyweight Championship. While there were no further details regarding Logan Paul's scheduled appearance, it makes for interesting viewing that Seth Rollins will be holding an open challenge on the same night of Logan Paul's return. This will be Seth Rollins' second open challenge since winning the newly created championship. The first one came last week against Damian Priest. Since signing for the WWE, Logan Paul has competed in just 3 singles matches for WWE, as he defeated his former tag team partner The Miz at SummerSlam last year, before losing to Roman Reigns at Crown Jewel and Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 39. So that's some stuff right there. There was some news actually on Vince McMahon, so let me get to Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon is back to making changes remotely, but he was not backstage for WWE Monday Night Raw tonight. Vince McMahon is reportedly at it again. The WWE chairman ordered changes to the June 12, 2023 episode of WWE Monday Night Raw just hours before the live broadcast began. According to Fightful Select, Vince McMahon made the changes remotely. He was not present in person backstage at Monday night's show. Vince McMahon calling in changes to Raw has been nothing since he regained power in the company at the start of the year. What was out of the ordinary what happened at Raw just 1 week earlier, when Vince McMahon was in attendance backstage and was even sitting in the gorilla position where critical decisions are made as the show is happening. Notably, the June 5th, 2023 episode of Raw was held in Hartford, Connecticut, just about 80 miles up the road from WWE headquarters in Stamford, and a convenient trip for Vince McMahon. WWE talents and crew are apparently now at ease with Vince McMahon's current role in helping to craft Raw on a weekly basis, a far cry from the unrest reported after Vince McMahon was backstage making changes at the Raw after WrestleMania 39. And boy, we know what a bad Raw that was. My God. That was a terrible Raw. So, let's take a look here. This was a story that I was kind of surprised about here. Even though this man doesn't work for WWE, this is still something worth noting because this news came out and it's kind of crazy, guys. It really was some kind of crazy stuff. You'll know in a second. Former Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champion BJ Whitmer fired by AEW following domestic violence charges. BJ Whitmer has been terminated by All Elite Wrestling The former Ring of Honor Tag Team Champion has been employed as a producer in AEW, Tony Khan's company, since 2019, and has been working with a number of competitors on the roster, specifically the women's division. But he was released today due to a June 4th arrest in Kentucky on charges of first-degree strangulation and second-degree burglary. Whitmer has been terminated following his arrest on domestic violence charges, read a statement issued by AEW via Twitter, while talent and staff are ultimately responsible for their own personal actions. This behavior is intolerable within AEW. AEW has reached out to offer support to those impacted by BJ Whitmer's behavior. Though he was released from incarceration today, Fightful reports that a $25,000 bond was set, with Whitmer bound to a grand jury. As for his charges, they indicate that he caused injury to an individual by choking them and committed non-residential robberies. While no other information is available at this time, if there's more updates made available on this story, you guys know I got you covered. You guys know I'll have you covered. But yeah, BJ Whitmer no longer employed by AEW after his actions. I don't know, we'll see what happens as far as what they are going to do, with getting a new producer, but also, who did BJ Whitmer do this to? Was it a girlfriend? Was it a wife? Was it just a friend? I don't know, but, for BJ Whitmer to do that, and those kind of despicable actions, you just never do something like that. And now it cost him his job. Now it cost him his own job. So, we'll see what happens there. Hopefully, I can learn more on that story to brush you guys up on it. But we'll see in the future. Couple more interesting stories here. Roman Reigns defending undisputed WWE Universal title on the night of AEW Collision debut. The debut of AEW Collision will take place this Saturday night at the United Center in Chicago, Illinois. At the same time, WWE will be holding a non-televised event at the Heritage Bank Center in Cincinnati, Ohio, with Roman Reigns being booked to defend the undisputed WWE Universal Championship against Rey Mysterio. Notably, it will be the first time that Roman Reigns has defended the title since defeating 2023 Men's Royal Rumble winner Cody Rhodes on the second night of WrestleMania 39. The last time Roman Reigns performed and defended the undisputed WWE Universal Championship on a house show was back in February at the Coca-Cola Coliseum in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. That night, Roman Reigns overcame Sami Zayn. Roman Reigns signed a new deal with the WWE last year, which sees him work fewer dates with the WWE, with his house show appearances now extremely limited. While Roman Reigns defends the undisputed WWE Universal Championship in Cincinnati, Ohio, CM Punk will be returning to Tony Khan's promotion AEW on Collision for the first time since the All Out pay-per-view last September. Now, the two-time AEW World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk is penciled in for a match on this Saturday night's debut broadcast of Collision in his hometown of Chicago, Illinois. teaming up with reigning AEW World Tag Team Champions Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler against current Ring of Honor World Television Champion Samoa Joe and the Bullet Club Gold's Jay White, Switchblade Jay White, and Rock Hard Juice Robinson. Reigning AEW World Heavyweight Champion MJF, current AEW International Champion Orange Cassidy, and the holders of the AEW World Trios Champions Malachi Black, Buddy Matthews, and Brody King, the House of Black, could also appear on the inaugural Collision episode on Saturday night after being featured on the official Collision poster. So, there you go. Good shit. It's such good shit, pal. And speaking of some good shit, details. Yes, we do have some details on Disney's reported interest in WWE broadcasting rights deal. It is no secret that WWE's current media rights deals expire in 2024. And it sounds as though negotiations are about to kick in the next gear. According to a report from the New York Post, the WWE's exclusive negotiating window with its current partners, Fox and Comcast, has expired, allowing WWE's representatives to open up talks with other media companies who might be interested regarding new homes for WWE Friday Night SmackDown, WWE Monday Night Raw, and WWE NXT. One of the companies looking to bid on the rights is said to be none other than Disney. Rather than looking to air WWE programming on ESPN, however, Disney reportedly wants to pair WWE up with the FX network. Unlike ESPN, airing on FX would ensure Raw or SmackDown does not get preempted by traditional sports broadcast, which would take priority. The report suggests that close relationships between Endeavor and Disney and ESPN could help facilitate a deal between Disney and the WWE. However, it remains likely that Fox and Comcast are the favorites to retain the rights for WWE's shows. Other media companies that could contend for WWE's TV rights include Amazon, which would seek to add WWE programming to its growing selection of live content, with Apple and Warner Brothers Discovery being labeled as dark horses for the rights. The report was sure to note that Warner Brothers Discovery does not have to stay exclusive to AEW, so they remain a possibility, albeit a remote one. WWE signed 5-year deals with both Comcast and Fox in 2019, and those deals are set to expire in October of next year, as the WWE has another deal with Comcast placing the entire WWE archive on Peacock. However, that deal will be in place until March of 2026. Some crazy stuff, eh, guys? So, I mean, we'll see what's going to happen with WWE, with the TV rights deals, and everything else. It just sounds like a bunch of stuff, that could be on the way. So we'll have to see, and we'll just have to wait, and we'll have to be patient, and we'll have to find out, how all this is going to go. Let's see. Lisa's asking, has the weather by you been messed up due to the fire in Canada? Like cooler temps with a hazy, foggy sky. I seen on a weather channel states were affected. Yes, absolutely. Cleveland, Ohio has been affected by this. There has been cooler temps. Like today's high was like 63 There's something, I believe, 62. And yeah, you know, just a lot of rain, you know, hazy, foggy sky, cooler temperatures. Yeah, I have experienced that for sure. So I can't say yes, that has happened to me. It has. Alright. So what would I rate WWE Monday Night Raw tonight? Well, it wasn't a bad show, but it wasn't really a good show either. We're talking pretty much middle of the road. It had its good, it's had its bad. It had its storyline development that kind of moved things along, which, you know, of course is okay. Yeah, that's alright. As long as stories get moved along, and, you know, there's nothing wrong with that, so I guess I could say, let's see, Lisa says, yes, I seen that, and New York City. Okay, Weather Channel was correct. Yeah, Weather Channel was indeed correct, because it's been happening here, so I just didn't know these fires from Canada, you know, wouldn't mess with our stuff as much as it has, or that it would have anything to do with it, but it's kind of crazy, ain't it? Yeah, if you really think about it. It is amazing. It is. I never expected, you know, this to happen, but hey, I'm glad that we got the cooler temperatures, because I just can't handle the heat. So the cool temperatures don't bother me at all. The rain, though, is yucky, and the foggy sky is yucky. I mean, if you had a nice clear sky with a nice cool temperature, you know, and no rain, and be clear weather, that's as perfect as you could get. Actually, the weather was like that when I had my week off, and couldn't ask for better weather, to be honest. But guys, right now, if I were to rate WWE Monday Night Raw tonight, for today, Monday, June 12th, 2023, I would say that WWE Monday Night Raw definitely gets the old 6 out of 10. I'll say barely above average, just barely. 6 out of 10. Was an alright show. Summer is indeed on its way, Lisa, for sure. Summer is on its way. I believe, actually, what is it, like another 8 days is the official first day of summer. When we have the summer solstice, the longest day of the year, and yes, that's all coming up. Summer's on its way. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. But, yeah, guys, there you go. So, got this show all wrapped up. Got the little news and notes wrapped up here. So, I gave you guys everything I could and all the news that I had. So, I'm glad I could help you guys out. And, yeah, that's gonna do it for me right here tonight, folks. So, I will see all you guys next time. And yes, there will be a next time for me, right here on Beyond the Ring with Big T. That'll be for your AEW Dynamite coverage, which will be coming your way on Wednesday night, so make sure you join me here for that on Wednesday. And don't forget us, and we won't forget you. And of course, if you want the best, and yes, I do mean the absolute best, for all of your professional wrestling needs, right here on the internet and right here on YouTube.com today. Always remember to think Beyond the Ring with Big T. And Lisa, absolutely, thank you. Lisa says right here, as I can clearly see, always a pleasure. Hashtag Justice for Pretty with the angel emoji, the little kitty cat emoji, the paws emojis, and the doves emojis. So thank you, Lisa, for that. Much appreciated. And Don't forget, guys, if you want to check out my website, www.beyondtheringwithbigt.com. Follow me on Twitter, like me and follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram. Everything's there that you need in the description down below. Donate to the show, all that good stuff. Anything you guys can do, it's all right there. So, yeah, I hope you guys can do some of that stuff and be much appreciated, and thank you. And yeah, next time I see you will be Wednesday night for AEW coverage. Lisa put up ice cream emojis. I guess she's craving ice cream or something. Or saying because summer's on its way, we'll be eating a lot of ice cream. That could be a very big possibility as well. I know I love good ice cream in the summer. I love going to Mitchell's Ice Cream and getting wild berry crumble. I'd love to go back to that place. Very good. And we got a little bit of the old Fiji water left, so got that. And yeah, hopefully I get my internet issues fixed. If I gotta go out and buy a router, that might be what I'll have to do. I don't know, but I'm gonna get in touch with my internet provider tomorrow, try to find some shit out. See if they can do some kind of reset, or if we can do it from here and they send like some kind of signal. Maybe that'll work. If they need to have a technician come out, we can get the technician to come out, but if they can't fix anything, then I'm sure it'll be down to the router, and if we need a new router, then need the cable guy to help hook it up, because I think you gotta set up shit on your router too when you hook it up, and this is where I have no expertise. I don't know how to set up a router and all that shit. So, have to see what happens though, but hopefully this will be a simple fix. Worst case scenario, gonna be in need of a new router, because I can't go with speed like this. I'm only trying to move over like a couple hundred pictures, and they're not even done moving over yet. I mean, the internet connection is absolutely terrible. I haven't seen it this bad in like a long time, guys. This is really bad. How bad this internet speed is. It's the worst it's been in a long time. But and we'll see what happens. But cheers to you. Yeah. Now that's good shit, pal. Alright, folks. And then, of course, WWE, step up your game. Try to do a little better on your programming, because I think we need something and deserve something a little bit better than this. But, of course, as always, everybody, always remember and never, ever forget that I'm your host, Big T, and I'll see all of you at the matches, and I'll see all of you for your AEW Dynamite coverage on Wednesday night. So, take care, everybody. I love you all. And, of course, good night, everybody. Ha, 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 ha.
This is M-Dog 20, Matt Cross. We're in Cleveland, Ohio, and you are checking out Beyond the Ring with my man, Big T. Thank you, man. Big T.
Hello, this is EC3 of TNA Wrestling, and you are so very fortunate because you are watching Beyond the Ring with Big T.
This is the bad boy Joey Janela, and you're watching Beyond the Ring